Danny, with Barrios, he didn't practice yesterday. How many options do you have at kick returner? I mean, to me, HN, Sid, Wilson are the two that come to mind. Are there more than that?
Yeah. No, I mean, we have the traditional guys that we've been repping and working, and you guys have seen them out there. And, we feel good about where Braxton is, and, had an extra day yesterday, but we feel good about where he is for this weekend. But fortunately, we have some other guys that have history, which is the most important thing, that you feel comfortable putting guys back there.
Would you feel comfortable putting Tariq back there?
I would.
I know he said when he initially came here, he said that that's something that he wanted to do. Obviously, you guys were like, we got other responsibilities for you. But would you put him back there in like critical game situations?
There is not a guy on this team that, regardless of the situation, if the opportunity presents itself, we'll put him back there.
Christian Wilkins.
Chris would volunteer. He'd be happy to do it. He asks me every week. I don't know if we'll go that way, but it's an option.
Who's the best big man catcher? Do you ever have the big man
Well,
skills comp?
no, we don't do that. But we have guys, several guys that are much more athletic in catching the football than you would presume. We also have some guys that fit the mold exactly like you would expect them to.
Robert Hunt.
Not mentioning any names.
We've seen
What about on the good side? Who's someone whose skills would surprise
I'm not mentioning names because if I forget somebody, I'll hear about it. And if I mention somebody bad, I'll hear about that. So we'll keep that to the practice field and those guys
is Javon
happy.
Holland still handling punts?
Yeah, he works every week. So, yeah, like I said, we have a lot of guys that we try and get back there every week to catch balls because you never know what's going to happen in the game.
Danny, watching college and NFL this weekend, I saw a few onside kicks, and I was wondering, without giving away strategy, how many different onside kicks do you guys have, like the ones that bounce or skip? And then how much does using it depend on the look that you get from the other team?
Yeah, it's both. I mean, we're very fortunate with both Jason. Jason has a lot of tools in the onside game. And then, adding Jake last year, Jake handled a lot of that stuff in New England. So we have two guys that have a great history of onside kicks. But like anything, more importantly, it's trying to get the matchups of what we are able to do and then tie that into what the opposition's looks are. And we try and, put those things together. And then you're at the mercy of the bounce. That's the wonderful thing about the football. It's not round. It's going to take weird hops, so you can do everything right, and you're not going to get the bounce you want. So fortunately and hopefully we don't have to be in a lot of those situations.
You do anything for Jason on his birthday?
I did not.
It's today.
Yeah, I know that, but I did not. Still early.
You're coaching him up.
We'll see. We'll see how he does today.
So the Dolphins are near the bottom of the league, near or at the bottom of the league in field goal attempts for various reasons.
Yeah.
Score a lot of touchdowns, successful in the red zone, go for it on fourth because you guys are good at that. What is your message, if any, to Jason relative to at some point you're going to have to kick us into the playoffs or something,
Right.
you know?
I think I'm fortunate that I've been with Jason for a long time. So his mindset doesn't change. His work doesn't change. I think he's constantly ready on the sideline. We've had many situations where it's gone. The discussion of all of a sudden it's 3rd and 7 and we're thinking field goal and it goes to 4th and 2 and we like the look and we've liked what we've looked at during the week and we go for it offensively. So I think the biggest thing you've said, we've been, knock on wood, we've been very good in the red zone. So and if you're able to do that and you're changing and turning 7s instead of taking 3s, we'll take that every time. But we feel very confident about Jason. Anytime we run him out there, we expect to get points.
Is his range similar to where it was when he was an all-pro just 3 years ago?
It is. I mean, he's the same guy, and again, we feel very comfortable. It's just we're playing the game a little bit differently now than we played it back then, and it's a great thing based on where our offense is right now.